Hey YouTube. So I've been using this fridge, or rather abusing this fridge, for about 2 years, doing a lot of camping and some off-roading, and it's held up wonderfully. I did want to do a long-term review on it, just to let you know what my experience with it was. And thanks for watching. Hey guys, so I'm out here camping. I'm doing a couple videos. This particular trip, I had a meeting with my builder to discuss building the house on this site, and I figured because there was 5 to 8 inches of snow predicted, I hadn't had a good chance to get out in the snow, so I took advantage of it. But I wanted to do a couple videos. It's been a while since I've done anything, so hopefully I'll put these together in the next couple weeks. I'll start putting out some videos and get some content out there. But I wanted to talk today about the ICECO, right? So this is a VL45 refrigerator, and I got the cover, and it's an ICECO slide, and they all work rather well. The slide, it lives outdoors. The refrigerator does not live inside my truck. Most of the time it's in the garage, unless I'm actually going out camping or four-wheeling and I want to take it with me. So I don't run it full time, but I have had it out in four-wheel drive conditions, dusty, dirty. It's seen a lot of rain. Went down to Uwari last year. It sat outside my tent in some pretty high rain. It was kind of crazy. It was very wet, which is why I got this canopy, because we didn't have a canopy and it made it ridiculous trying to cook outside without a canopy. But it works really well. I like the flexibility of the system. I've got it connected right now to, I've got a inverter, which is kind of crazy. So Jeep does an inverter plug, you know, so it's a 110 style plug, and they put it in the back. It's not signed, so there's very little, well, I don't want to say very little, but there's some things that will not run on it. I've had some battery chargers that refuse to run, couldn't charge, you know, these types of batteries on it, so it's got some problems. I'm going to wind up running 12 volt through there at some point, but for right now what I do is I hook it up to both. So I've got the 12 volt connection to my Monster X battery box, and that works really well. I've got it covered right now because I didn't want too much moisture to get on it. I'd hate to see that in the morning with 8 inches of snow on it. It would probably survive. It's been a really good box. But anyways, so you can dual connect. And when you dual connect, when I start the Jeep up, I have the inverter turned on, it'll automatically switch to this power. When I turn the Jeep off, this connector gets shut off. And then this connector kicks in automatically, and I wind up running off the battery box. You can see I've got this cover, bought this on Amazon as an extra. It's been okay. Because I load it in and out, you can see the green duct tape I put on the bottom. The slide out tray here has got some sharp edges on it, and it wants to cut on it, and it hasn't been real survival. It's still in good condition. I flipped it over, put the duct tape on there. It seems to be holding, so it's good. It provides a little additional insulation, especially when it's hot outside, and it creates some padding, so when I'm, you know, throwing stuff in the back of the Jeep, or, you know, four-wheel driving and things get shuffling around, I'm not dinging up the exterior of the fridge itself. But the exterior of the fridge itself is pretty damn nice. So it's one of the few that's got a really good solid handle on it. Well, I've got gloves on, I can't get at it. There we go. It's spring loaded, so it'll snap back in place. Really super heavy duty, good mounting of the handle. Fantastic. Matter of fact, most of the time, I didn't do it this time, but most of the time I have the slide out. It's got these little slots in it, and I'll have the straps going through those handles. I never have to worry when I'm off-roading that this is going to break. A lot of the fridges nowadays have plastic handles, which they may be super durable, but it just makes me a little on the nervous side. And I like the old VL45 because it has this aluminum type finish, and it's just a flat paint color. And I really like the exterior of this thing. It's fantastic. It's got the vents here. It's got some good latches here. And it just works really well. Now, some of the newer ones, you've got a choice on lid. This one really doesn't have any choice on lid. It opens one way only. You can see I've had this for about 2 years now, used it quite a bit, and it just works really well. You got the baskets, which I find super handy. It's got a small basket here because the compressor's underneath, and it's got a full basket over here. I always keep all my waters and stuff like that in here as well, and it just works great. I've had no issue with it. What I usually do with these baskets is I'll get the fridge loaded up in the garage, and I'll have everything in here, and then I'll take the baskets up to the refrigerator inside the house, load them up, bring them out, put them in, and then I close this up and I'll leave it plugged in my garage. And when we're ready to go, I pull the baskets out to make it a little bit lighter, and then I put the fridge up in the tray, get it secured, get it plugged in, and then I just put the baskets, just slide the baskets back in, and it's a fantastically easy fridge to do. And as you know, it's got a, well, maybe you don't know, but it's got a Sepcop compressor. And those are the compressors that the expensive models use. So that one was a 5-year warranty, which is really rare in a fridge at this level. This cost me about $450. I bought it direct from ICECO. And it's just been a fantastic fridge. I've had zero problems with it. It works great. Another nice thing about having a fridge, I would never go back to a cooler. Once you try the fridge, it sounds hokey, but once you try the fridge, you're never going to go back to using a standard cooler again. It just, your food, even if the food doesn't get wet and soggy, it tastes soggy. It's got that moisture content from the water inside that inside of that ice chest, and it just gets ridiculous. So it's got all the standard settings: high, medium, low. I'm running it on high right now. Don't really care because I'm running off the battery box, but you can set that so where it'll shut off and protect your battery. You've got your min max. If you're having some issues, especially in the summertime when it's really cranking, you might want to set it on minimum so it doesn't kill the battery so much. And then it's got your temperature display. One of the super nice things about this, though, in the wintertime, you don't think about a fridge being really helpful in the wintertime, but I love this thing. I've had it on a couple of winter trips now, and it actually works to insulate. When I get up in the morning, I got up one time, it was 17 degrees outside. I opened up the fridge, and my ice, or my water wasn't iced. It was just sitting in there at the proper temperature, and everything was fine. Now, the display reading is a little odd because right now it says 20 degrees. Trust me, the inside of the refrigerator is not 20 degrees. It's picking up something from the ambient temperature outside, I think. I don't think the temperature gauge is super accurate, but my food is cold. I'm not so concerned about the accuracy of the gauge. Like I said, I got the slides, an ICECO slide, specifically for the VL45. The whole kit and caboodle didn't really cost that much. I think the cover was $89. I think the slide was like $150. And then I use, let's see if you could see it, this bracket here. So the slide is not mounted directly to the floor. It's mounted to that bracket, which locks into the side track on the Gladiator bed. So then I don't have to drill holes in the floor, which I kind of like. And that's another issue about this particular rack, which I'll talk about in another video, because I've had this rack for 3 years now, and I really enjoy it as well. But look, ICECO VL45 doesn't have all of the features that some of the new stuff does, like reversible and removable lids, the different finishes, black plastic finishes, things of that nature. But I think bang for the buck, I love this fridge. And if this one conked out on me, well, if it conks out within the next couple of years, I will use the warranty. But if it conks out after the warranty, I would definitely buy another one of these. This has been a great fridge. So, all right, thanks for watching. So what a fantastic camping trip that was. I got a chance to use the fridge again, and it held up wonderfully. I think this is a great option for anybody who's looking for a camping / off-roading fridge, and hopefully you'll think so as well. Thanks for watching.